Brace yourself for two spine-chilling tales that will haunt your thoughts. First, we uncover the eerie secrets of the body in the basement, a horror that shocked a quiet town. Then, delve into another sinister story that will leave you questioning what lurks in the dark. It was love at first sight when Amanda met Lee and Tony in 2005. They soon married and spent almost every minute together in their cozy home in a working-class neighborhood in Calgary, Canada, with several rescued pets. In late October 2012, Lee and Amanda are getting ready for a trip up north to help Lee's mom on the anniversary of his dad's death. But as the weekend of October 24 arrives, Amanda experiences a painful migraine, so she decides to stay home alone. This marks the first weekend they have ever been apart. Lee leaves early Friday morning, October 23, to make the 8-hour drive to his mom's house in Saskatchewan. Lee and Amanda text back and forth several times on Saturday. When Lee calls Amanda early Saturday night, she reports that her migraines are better and everything seems normal, until Lee hears their dog, Ruby, barking excitedly. Amanda yells, "Shut up, Ruby!" The dog yelps, and then the phone goes dead. Lee's calls and texts to Amanda during the next 24 hours go unanswered. At first, he assumes her phone is dead or giving her trouble. But by Sunday evening, he's worried and decides to cut his trip short, drive home, and surprise her the following day. But it's Lee who's surprised when he arrives home and doesn't find Amanda in the living room, kitchen, bathroom, or upstairs bedrooms, though her purse and keys are on the dining room table. Their dog, Ruby, and the two cats, Gizmo and Meatloaf, are in a frenzy. Their food and water bowls are empty, and there's dog urine on the floor. The only place he hasn't checked is the basement. As Lee turns on the light in the basement stairway, he's horrified. At the bottom of the stairs, blood soaks the floor and is splattered up onto the walls. Bloody drag marks lead to a small anteroom off the main basement space. It's here where he finds Amanda dead, lying on the floor in a huge, smeared pool of blood. He's barely coherent as he runs upstairs to call 911. An autopsy places Amanda's time of death around 7 p.m. on Saturday, October 24, which means her death coincides with the time of her call with Lee that ended abruptly. When detectives arrive on the scene, they see what certainly appears to be signs of a violent encounter, and a homicide investigation is opened. Amanda's broken cell phone is found on the floor, and a dining room chair has been tipped over. There appear to be drag marks where her body was moved from one spot in the basement to another, suggesting a struggle had taken place. The basement floor is literally covered in blood, signs of a murderous encounter. Or is it? Strangely, there are no signs of robbery or forced entry. There are several inexplicable oddities at the scene, including two bloody bare footprints on the basement floor at the bottom of the stairs, facing the steps, as though Amanda had stood at the bottom of the stairs, about to go up, but never made the climb. Investigators dive into the couple's relationship history, but find no sign of distress, let alone any domestic violence or police records. They find no motive for Lee to have killed his wife, or any evidence that points to him. With Lee cleared and no other suspects, the investigators must consider alternative theories. A biomechanics expert offers the possibility that Amanda's death was simply an accidental fall. At first, this seems outrageous and hard to accept, given the bloody crime scene, but no offender's DNA is found in the pools of blood in the basement. Amanda's case has been presented to multiple forensics in investigative groups, yet remains a puzzling mystery. Investigators eagerly wait for something or someone to come forward with a fresh lead. Hope you all enjoyed Story 1. What do you think about the body in the basement? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Now, let's dive into Story 2, where we'll explore the chilling encounters that have left many wondering, who or what is the Mothman, and why does it haunt us? In 1967, locals from all over the small town of Point Pleasant, West Virginia, reported bizarre sightings of a terrifying black-winged humanoid creature with red, glowing eyes. This creature comes to be known in the papers as the Mothman. These sightings culminate in a horrific local disaster known as the Silver Bridge Collapse, when close to 50 people die after a bridge that runs through the heart of Point Pleasant suddenly collapses into the Ohio River. The combination of Mothman sightings and the horrific disaster cements the Mothman's reputation as a harbinger of doom. In the decades following the Silver Bridge collapse, the Mothman, with its unmistakable red eyes and black humanoid shape, continues to be spotted worldwide, Reports circulate that the strange creature has even been seen at the site of the Chernobyl nuclear disaster. Still, the tragedy in Point Pleasant remains the only location where the Mothman is seen in such a specific cluster of sightings. That is, until 2011, when a surge of terrified witnesses came forward in the greater Chicago area. Lon Stricker and Tobias Wayland have created a live map to track sightings. Tobias Wayland and Lon Strickler, prominent paranormal investigators who study and track cryptid sightings from all over the country, diligently collect these witness reports amidst the deluge of Mothman appearances. They vet each encounter, looking for credible sightings and commonalities between these haunting experiences. Witness sightings span from the inner city of Chicago to its suburbs. There is even a strange cluster of sightings from both flight personnel and ground crew in and around Chicago's O'Hare Airport. Eventually, Wayland and Strickler launch a local interactive Google map that tracks each credible report. Between 2011 and 2023, Wayland and Strickler receive over 300 reports and add over 170 credible sightings to their map, which continues to grow. Those who have seen the Mothman continue to live with a sense of fear and dread. Thanks to this witness map, people who have had Mothman sightings can see they are not alone. However, this is a small comfort among the confusion and terror that the Mothman inspires in its unlucky witnesses. Despite hundreds of similar encounters spanning decades, the identity and nature of the Mothman remains elusive. Who or what is this creature? Is it some form of alien life? An interdimensional being? Why is it appearing to so many people in Chicago, and what does it want? And with that, we've reached the end of tonight's journey through the shadows. 2 stories, each more unsettling than the last, reminding us that sometimes the scariest things aren't just in our imagination. They could be lurking just out of sight. If these tales have left you questioning what lies beyond the veil of the ordinary, then you're not alone. Here at Hallowed Mysteries, we dive deep into the unknown, where every story is a step closer to the truth, or maybe just a step closer to the darkness. So, if you haven't yet, make sure to hit that subscribe button and join our ever-growing community of truth seekers. And as always, stay curious, stay cautious, and remember, some mysteries are better left unsolved. Until next time.